That video yesterday that I posted, I expected a lot of nasty comments. I didn't get any nasty comments whatsoever, folks. I did lose a subscriber, but I gained a subscriber. Now, folks, for those of you who have been with me since the start, and those in my personal life who know me, I'm not a bullshitter. I am not going to exaggerate. I am not going to tell untruths. I'm just going to be matter of fact. Life is too short. It's just too short to play games, and when people figure that out at some point in their life, they'll realize how foolish they've been for playing games for a better part of their life, right? Whether you believe or not, whether you have an opinion or not, or whether you have no opinion, whether you believe or not, it really doesn't matter to me. It took me 10 years to come to terms with what I've been seeing and hearing and witnessing here. And for the longest time, I never told a soul. I never told a soul because I knew how ridiculous it would sound. And if somebody told me that 10 years ago, I would have just shook my head at them and questioned everything they said. I would. I'd ask them, in my mind at least, I would ask them what the hell they're talking about. Where'd their mind go? But sometimes we don't believe something until we see it ourselves. Now that brings me to a point. If you are connected to the woods, you are connected to nature around you. Like here in the woods, nature comes to me. They do. They come to me. I have birds, so nature comes to me, right? Every animal in this area knows what I look like. They know what I sound like. They know how I move about my place. They know how I move about the woods. Everything that's alive puts out a scent, right? So my scent would be different from yours to the neighbors to whatever. Right? They know everything about me. They know my movements, folks. I live in their house. I live in their house. The woods is their house. So I learned to coexist with nature around me. I am an earthy person, folks. I really enjoy digging in the dirt. I really enjoy the outdoors. I am in it a lot, folks. I am in it. I am outside more than I'm inside. Really, I am. So the wildlife here knows I mean it no harm. Do they come up and want me to pet them? No, absolutely not. But we kind of respect each other and tolerate each other, right? Oh, that's just another fox. Oh, that's just hippie chick, right? So the same with walking through the woods. You are walking into their house. And I've said this before, they know you are there. They know you are there. They recognize your footsteps. They recognize your smell. They recognize your voice. They recognize your appearance. And like I said before again, they a lot of times will stand back and hide behind something and just watch you do your thing and not feel threatened, right? So if you are in tune with your surroundings and you're very comfortable in the woods, I am very comfortable in the woods, folks. Walking through the woods, I don't portray anything threatening to them. I don't. I don't even know how to put that, folks. If you are in tune with your surroundings and you are comfortable walking through the woods and you're not hurrying and you're not acting like a predator, then they really don't care if you're there or not. They're just going to pay attention, right? So this is all coming to a point I want to make. For those people who believe in what that video was all about yesterday that I posted, if you are a researcher and you say, I'm going to go find myself one of these, and you go out into the woods, one, if you're not familiar with that area, you are a threat to what is living in that area because they don't recognize you, they don't recognize your scent, they don't recognize you are a foreigner to be aware of and concerned of because you're new to that environment. Does that make any sense whatsoever? This is my environment. I coexist with the animals here. I know them, they know me. We tolerate. We tolerate each other, folks. But if you're someone new going to, I don't know, folks, some wilderness area and you've never been there, they're going to feel threatened. Their instincts are going to kick in like, oh, this is new. This is new. Is this a threat? Is this a threat? And if an animal tends to have an aggressive nature to begin with, that wouldn't be a very safe place for you to be, right? So you need to become one with your surrounding, become familiar with the area, allow slowly, but not predatorily, and allow them to get used to you and know that you mean it no harm before you go traipsing through the woods after something, right? I'm just saying, folks. A lot of people in this research go about it the wrong way, in my opinion. They do. If you was in your home and you were used to people driving by or stopping by or just coming in and opening up your door and you know them, such as family, without knocking, you get used to that and you realize that's not a threat. But if you're in your home and a strange car pulls in, somebody gets out that you have never met, what goes through your mind? What do they want? Are they up to something? Do I go outside? Do I allow them to knock on the door? Do I invite them in? Which really isn't smart in today's age whatsoever. Your senses are up, right? You're more cautious, you're more aware, and you have a lot of questions, right? You're kind of reserved. So there's no different than us going into their house, which is the woods, right? So I think a lot of researchers are going about it 100% the wrong way. They're going in with this, I am going to today, I am going to discover this animal, I am going to show proof of this animal. Every part of you is putting out that, what do you call that? That aura, I guess. I don't know what the term is I'm looking for about you. And animals sense that, folks. They do, they sense that. But if you go in the woods very relaxed and you're familiar with the woods and they are used to you and you are used to them and you go with no ill intent by just a leisurely walk, then you're more apt to encounter certain things, right? The more you're in the woods, the more relaxed you become if you're comfortable with it. And you're getting more grounded and connected to that woods. And so aren't the animals. They don't perceive you as a danger or a threat. Now, if you see something and you run after them or you shoot at them, well, now you're the enemy. Now you're something to be scared of, and now their defenses are coming up. I don't care what it is. If it's alive, the defenses are coming up, right? I just think people are going about it the wrong way. I really do. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for those of you who didn't judge. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying by. And again, I am not a bullshitter, folks. I am not a bullshitter. You can believe that or not. It's completely up to you. I might be on later, folks. I don't know. I've got a lot to do at Rain for the last 2 days, and I got some catch up to do, right? Maybe I'll get a burger with that catch up. I don't know.